Ladies and gentlemen, Collaboration Station Season 2, Episode 2, but technically Episode 11.
0202, baby.
0202, 2020 backwards. All right, welcome back. We're here. We're live. Tyler, how you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
We're coming off a heater of a Season 2 premiere from last week, which was absolutely amazing. If you guys didn't see that, you'll definitely want to check it out. If you did see it, you know why we're in this new layout. Season 2, we got our budget increase, as we said last week, so you know how we had to do it one time for them. But I'm excited. Season 2, we got a lot of really awesome things planned.
Yes, sir.
Hold on. Are you hearing something? Are you hearing something in your mic right now?
Yeah, I'm catching a little interference here.
This is your captain speaking. We're about to fly into the Collaboration Station airport. We're about 7 clicks out. Are we clear to land?
Yeah, I mean, go for. I don't know who this is, but yeah,
I don't
for
think we have a runway, but if you could find a place to land your plane, I guess.
Yeah, we'll come in a little hot then.
Are we about to have a guest on the show?
Is this a guest incoming right now?
Oh, what's going on, my friends?
Wow, ladies and gentlemen, the first guest of the Collaboration Station. We got the one, the only, Daddy Shax.
Here.
What's going on? We made it.
He's here. Safe flight, safe travels.
Yeah, we could say it was a safe flight. I would say overall, though, a little bit of turbulence, but...
What's going on, brother? Welcome to the show. How are you feeling, man? First fucking guest.
I'm good. I've been following, since day one. I've been here. Number one fan, I would say.
Easy.
It's just an honor to finally, meet you guys.
He's actually our only fan. He's our only fan that we have, so that's why we invited him on the show.
I'm a tier,
we do this
tier
for
3.
You.
I'm a
we
tier
do this
3.
for you, and you won't. All right?
I get all the benefits of a tier 3 subby, so.
Just know that we do this for you. All right?
That is awesome. So for those of you that don't know, we got Ryan, aka Daddy Shax. Huge. I would call him a behemoth in the Destiny world, just holding his fucking ground.
A voice of reason.
That's the word I was looking for. So we got the voice of reason of Destiny. Also just an all-around amazing human being. Just hit Twitch affiliate recently, so he's on that stream grind as well, which is super dope. This man is just a jack of all trades here, a swell human being, curated a massive following over the course of Instagram and through Destiny and other gaming related stuff. And now he's on his live stream grind.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I got one more. We're not done yet.
Oh, okay.
My fucking personal life coach had to fucking throw that in there. Big shout out for
college
for all the therapy sessions that you didn't charge me for. I'm sure the invoices are pretty backed up, but I seriously do.
Your interest is definitely gone up now. But I'm basically just a discount Instagram model. I steal people's content and just repost it for my pleasure, and I'm just really self-conscious about the likes. So it's been great, honestly.
Listen, man, I'm looking for a discount code for some tummy tea. So if you got any, let me know. All right.
I actually got off the tummy tea program. Now it's just mud.
I'm gonna say I'm looking for all
protein
those,
mud.
all those influencer codes, because you're about to get them. I mean, you got Twitch affiliate.
Yeah, I mean, if the Russian nude bots would stop tagging me in all of their posts,
I get those damn group messages. I have to delete probably 14 a day.
Well, I'm getting those, and I'm also
on Instagram.
Yeah, but those, and I'm getting tagged in pictures now too.
I'm not getting those.
You gotta get the K, brother. Once you get that K, that's when the Russian nudes happen.
Nude? I'm not
I was like, where are these DMs at? Nobody's adding me to any groups.
They're on my tagged photos.
Dude, these bots are running rampant on Instagram.
Bro, guess where else they are? Guess where else they are? Venmo.
Wait, what?
I Venmo'd my friend within a matter of seconds. 4 cougar sugar daddy bots came on there. Was like, I'll give you $8,000 to just be with me. I was like,
wait, on Venmo you got a request?
Yes,
you're literally thinking about it. He's like, it's gotta be. Maybe there are hot singles near me. I don't know.
Yeah, it might be real. These things might be real.
Listen, they're messaging me. I don't know. I'm just saying.
offering me money, you know.
But actually, just to go back to, you kind of alluded to it. You say it as a joke that, I just steal people's content and stuff. But
I used to, yeah.
I want to talk about how you kind of got started and what you did in Destiny, which was super dope, and kind of hearing your take on it would be really cool as well. Because way back in the day, I mean, your Instagram page has gone through so many. I didn't check how many posts you have, but I know you're crushing it with posts. You've been doing this for mad long, probably since like Destiny 1. But you used to like get people's concept Destiny arts and put it on Instagram, and like you kind of not built up these people's whatever, but like you kind of gave these people that weren't getting much limelight or much recognition for the dope work they're doing in Destiny, and you kind of gave them a platform, right? So if you kind of just speak on why you decided to do that, how you even found these people's concept art and stuff like that, just kind of the origins of quote unquote stealing people's content, but not actually.
It's essentially what happened. But no, I saw like some other accounts posting about, just like a Vex Mythoclast or something from D1, just like repainted or something, or just little customized, and they kept saying Benjamin Ratterman, and I was just like, who is this kid? I looked down at everything. Like I tried to find out. I thought it was going to be like this 20 or 30-year-old like artist, just customizing Destiny guns. And then I created a page because I'd become friends with one of the guys that runs the bigger Destiny page, Destiny Players. Shout out to Ralphie, who's got over like 100K or something.
Oh, crushing it! Hell yeah!
And the kid's a hustler. He just goes and goes. But he, I told him my idea. I was like, I want to post Destiny concept art, and then also these guns created by Benjamin Ratterman. And he's like, yeah, I'll shout you out. So he shouted me out, and I got a couple hundred followers off him right off that.
Nice.
And I just posted like early game concept art that a lot of people just didn't look into because and no one posted about it. And it all looks sick. And then I kind of would create my own captions for some of them too, and just come up with a random story with weird names. Those posts are like archived now because it was like total nerd shit.
Oh,
like,
jeez, come on, own it,
yeah,
bro.
No, it's archived. You're not gonna see those anymore. But then I found Benjamin Ratterman finally on this website called DeviantArt, and it's where a bunch of artists share their stuff, and I just never even knew about it. But I looked him up, and I found him, and like it was mainly just him, just all these guns, dude, all of these custom.
Just a library.
Dude, a library. I just saved all of them and always credited him.
Always.
And then this other kid, I think he's from Italy, named It's Predator. He started making them too, and his were really good. And then another guy, Rageblade666, who is, I think, Norwegian, if I had to take a guess. But him and Ratterman would make some dope guns, but Ratterman would put out more like quantity and quality, whereas Rageblade would mainly focus on like massive quality, like detailed guns.
That's cool.
But not as many. And so I reposted all of his stuff and finally got in contact with Ratterman. I was like, look, dude, I'm pushing like 10K right now on Instagram, like because of you, and like because I repost all your stuff. And I did repost a couple other artists, around the community. And their stuff is still on my page. I made sure to I archived a good 800 posts or 900 posts because there's too many. But I made sure I kept every individual art piece like from my favorites from each one, so I'm not ever going to discredit the people that I actually came up from, because my page is literally nothing without the community to begin with.
Dude.
That's dope.
Now
that's dope to admit.
I just post my stupid clips and other stuff.
They're crushing it though. They're kind of popping off, man.
They're popping.
I see your numbers. Yeah. I'm like, damn, good shit.
I mean, listen. That
was awesome story though too.
I feel like you're kind of the sole reason why I started my Instagram too, like. Because you were saying that you were having a lot of fun with it, and I was like,
yeah, I mean, it was cool.
I
but
always wanted to do it, and I started.
Yeah,
and fucking.
It's fun. There are days where I just get sick of the people that just don't read, like at all, and I don't know how many times.
They're watching. You better tread lightly.
Okay, to the people that comment on my stuff and do not read the caption and comments, did you ever think that maybe someone else thought what you said or were about to say, and say maybe they got that answer? Did you ever think to just maybe look to see, instead of just being a garbage obnoxious human and
Bro,
just asking.
What if they're
It's
too
bad.
excited? What if they're too excited? They just see your post, they're like, "Oh, this is super dope. I gotta talk about it before reading the caption of the comments." What about that?
See,
a video
Dave,
game.
I did think it was like that, but
See, I thought it too, man. I used to answer every DM. I used to answer every comment. I used to do all of it. But then, all of those people faded away, and I became, all I got talked to were rocks. Like, they did nothing. Same
I just picture,
stupid.
like just like 10 rocks just sitting in your comment section.
That's it, dude. They're just,
All their
they just don't do
Instagram
anything.
like profile pictures is just like
It's like an
like a
anime
mineral.
picture or like a mineral or just
It's
like
a
a truck.
mineral.
It's a mineral.
Yo, I'm gonna
nerdy.
change all my profile pictures to a mineral.
Speaking of minerals, which leads me to Breaking Bad, because
Let's go!
Hank would do that.
I just finished. I just finished it.
The show Dark absolutely competes for the top 3 spot, 1,000%.
How many
Yeah.
fucking
Dave?
times is this show gonna get brought up on my show? How many times are we bringing up Dark
Dave.
on my own show? But I will say this:
You
I'll give you the
want-
benefit of the
I have
doubt.
to watch it.
I'm 40 minutes
Bro.
into episode 1. I'm 40 minutes into episode 1.
That show will
Ryan.
take your brain and turn it into a bowling ball with how smooth it is.
Yep.
It's just gonna shave down my brain.
Yes,
And
dude,
actually, it fucking melts
insane.
your brain into a slushy, and it forces you to drink it.
drink it, yeah.
By the way, you guys talk
Legit.
about it. I feel like my brain is just start leaking out of my fucking ears.
And I will say right now that the ending of that whole series is the most perfect thing you could ever want in a show like that.
Damn, let's go. Yes. I'm
Oh, because
so
Tyler, you haven't
pumped.
watched, you haven't finished the,
Dude,
He hasn't
last
finished
season,
it,
right?
wow.
I literally just finished season 1 this morning. Like legit, I just finished.
I finished-
started it like Saturday, or no, I started it like Monday or whatever. I finished it in 2 days, and then season 2 has 8 episodes, which is going to be even a little shorter. I might be able to finish that in 2 days, you know. And then I'm
Yeah.
right on to season 3. Last
I
and final.
finished.
Dude, I'm
I
so
finished
pumped.
3 this
so
morning,
pumped.
actually. Dude,
Oh, so
Been
good.
crushing.
I'm sad it's over, but I'm happy because the way it ended was exactly how it needed to.
They put a little
Yeah.
bow on it for you, man. That's
And
the
here's
best.
the thing
good.
too, with a show like that, because like shows nowadays, it's like, I know we've talked about it before, but it's so easy to ruin a show after the 3rd or 4th season. Because I give
look at
a show
Lost.
like 3 or 4 seasons until it starts to run out of ideas. I am so happy that Dark decided to call it quits after 3. Because anything after that would have been because the show already is so fucking crazy that anything after that would have been like, man, what the fuck are you doing? What are you doing
Yeah,
with this shit?
I mean, look at the show Lost. When J.J. Abrams and all of them left after, like, I think season 4, that show just went so
Have you
steep.
watched all of Lost?
Yeah, I've seen the whole thing. It was terrible.
Really? So
Yeah,
not
after
worth
season, no, up until season 4 is worth it.
it. Really?
After that thing takes such a fast nosedive. It's not even funny.
Speaking
And the
of,
ending's just
what, the ending was bad.
worse than The Sopranos.
It's bad,
I do
man.
want to watch Lost, but I don't know. I've just heard so many things
First 4 seasons.
about that. Watch the first 4 seasons. All right, I'll
Yeah,
do that. I can actually do that.
those are worth it.
Speaking of though, how I actually was thinking about you, Tyler, because you always talk about how shows should just end like at season 5, season 4, like just wrap it up, send it on its way. Like I think your motto is like anything more than 5 seasons is like just too much at that point, right? Or something
It's
like.
just too much, yeah.
So I was actually thinking about you literally like other day. I think literally yesterday, since we're recording this, Ozark season 4 got announced. It's gonna be 14 episodes, so it's gonna be longer, but it's the last one. They're cutting.
Yeah,
they're
see?
just wrapping it up. Season 4,
See?
giving you a little bit of a longer season, and then sending it on its way. Ryan, do
Yep.
you fuck with Ozark?
Yeah,
Oh,
dude,
oh, yeah.
dude, my man and I crushed like the latest episode in like less than
Yeah.
a week.
So
Yeah.
good.
Same
bro.
with and Peaky Blinders. Cannot wait,
And
dude.
I want that shit. I need
Get on that too, Dave.
Listen, I need that. I need Expanse again. Because, bro, you had me. This man.
Bro.
This man is the bro, I was
He's your show
addicted.
plug, bro. He's your
I was-
show plug.
I
I
am.
was
I am.
fiending for that shit, dude.
I'm telling
And
you,
then
dude.
when
Once you
season
get past
4
season,
when I
season
watched
1 is
season
like
4,
season 1's like the most garbage. Like
It's like sci-fi, low budget, right?
Bro,
Like Sci-Fi Channel.
listen,
not even.
I-
It's just acting, everything terrible. But
I don't think I've shit on anything more than the first season of
Yeah.
the show.
he called me up almost after every episode.
I let
Like,
him
I can't
know,
do it.
I let him know on a daily basis how shit that show is in the season one. I feel so bad for it. I felt so bad for it too. I was like, Ryan, I can't fucking do this. After like every episode, I was like, Ryan, what the fuck are you making me watch? But holy shit, does it fucking do a 360 double wide fucking
no scope cross map? Hell yeah!
Holy shit,
bro!
That thing fucking dubstep music's dropped and shit, bro. Oh my god.
360 no scope double tap wide ladder stall stun cancel fucking collateral through the smoke.
Talk about a fucking trick shot, bro. Holy shit, they did
awesome.
Something with season 2 and 3 that I was just like, fuck.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Total game changer.
Tyler, are you recording? Can we just make sure? Are you recording?
Yeah.
Positive? Can we get just a check? 100%. All right, good.
I'm good
before
too.
we got an hour into this and we realized that we
oh my god, dude, I'd be so pissed.
No, me too. That's why I was like, are you recording right now, bro?
Don't tell me. Don't tell me I'm not, please.
But yeah, so go.
Why are you doing that to me?
Let's we'll talk about TV shows a little bit. I want to focus more on because there are probably like your community and stuff is probably gonna be watching this and things like that. So I want to spend a little bit of time on Destiny. And then we can talk about other games you play and stuff like that. But just because Destiny is what's kind of on your forefront. And on the horizon when this episode comes out, I think in just a few months we have that big, or you guys have a huge Destiny expansion and stuff like that. So I just kind of want to pick your brain. I want to pick both of your guys' brains about just Destiny in general. So Destiny 2 obviously has gone up and down and up and down. And there have been points where you play it a lot. There have been points where you want nothing to do with the game and you just want it to collect dust. Like, I know that you're pretty back into it now. You're back into it now. Like, what kind of roped you back in, and are you enjoying it now? Are you enjoying it more than you have previously? Like, what's kind of your currently, like, as of recording this, what's your thoughts on Destiny 2? And then we'll kind of go into the future and what you want to see change and stuff like that.
So I think the biggest thing with Destiny 2 is just like it had a real big downfall after Black Armory or something. It just totally put me off to that game for like a good couple months, and then I skipped that season, skipped like another season, came back. I don't even remember, but like I came back for like a little bit during Shadowkeep. Came back for Shadowkeep. That DLC was sick. It was huge, expansive, all that jazz. And then a couple seasons into that one, it was like a chore. I didn't want to play it. I want to enjoy my video games. I don't want to have to wake up and I'm like, it's like Farmville. Oh, I got to go pick my crops again. Like, it's just, I don't want to feel like, I don't want to feel like I have to play it all the time. So I dropped out of it again. And then they dropped a vid doc for like their next DLC or whatever, coming up, dude. And it's like, they're adding a 4th subclass. They're adding like a bunch of other stuff. This new season is already a step in the right direction when it comes to customization, like armor builds, because you can now roll in engrams for a specific stat. So like if you're trying to build a max mobility and max resilient, you can roll these engrams and that's just a nice little,
it's a good little touch. It's just a little something
cherry on
extra.
top, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, and on top of that, they're moving, I think, towards they have a plan, which was nice. They set up 3 years of DLC, so it actually shows that they're actually pushing for something and not just doing Bungie things like, Saint's alive, so there's that, and it's just like, oh, okay, cool. We thought he was dead thanks to all the lore, in his helmet, and they were just like, no, he's alive. Actually, it's just, I don't know.
Wait, so there's no Destiny 3 for at least 3 years?
No, there won't even be one probably. And a big thing that's coming back is Vault of Glass. So,
wasn't that from Destiny 1?
Yeah, and they're bringing it back. Cool. They're bringing back that classic first raid.
That's awesome.
So yeah, that's a winner.
It's cool too, because like on top of everything that you just said, is pretty much the reason why like I'm back into it as well. But I'm loving how close we're getting to like the darkness part of the game. That's like we were introduced to this shit back in King's Fall, and then nothing. It's been nothing since then, pretty much. And then we're finally like making contact and everything, and like the story is trying to pivot to like that storyline, which I'm sure is gonna. That's
like some Game of Thrones. What are they called? White Walkers or whatever.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's like the same. Introduced in episode 1, and then 6 seasons go by. You don't hear a damn thing.
Pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. So I'm excited to I'm excited to see that come into play, especially because it comes with a new fucking subclass. That's gonna be
That's great. I heard about that, and I was actually pretty. I don't even play Destiny 2 anymore, but I was pretty fucking hyped. That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
cool. Dude.
It's like ice. They call it something else or whatever, but it's like an ice subclass essentially, which
That's
is
awesome.
nice for them to add a new.
And it's gonna
element
have
finally.
3 new trees. Like every class is 3 trees. Gonna have 3. That's
Probably.
cool.
I'm sure, yeah.
That's really cool. And this comes out in what, September?
Or you have to. It's 22nd, yeah. Or you have to pay for the new subclass, probably.
Pay for it.
Yeah, there's probably a chance, like you roll an engram, and if you don't get it, well, next week you try again.
You think
Really?
they're
You
gonna
think
do
it's
that?
gonna be like that? No.
Are you just saying that? Or are they just?
You guys really?
You can't
Are you
tell
guys
when this
kidding
dude
me?
is throwing shade, bro.
At the same time.
Bro, it's like you're on your
Oh,
warlock.
my
You roll it, and you get a hunter subclass, and you don't even play it. And you're just like,
But
just
you
spend
can
$20.
refund it. You can refund it for $9.99.
Yeah, you get it
What
for
am I gonna do
50.
with golden gun? I'm a titan. What the fuck?
Yeah,
Just breaks
yeah.
the game completely. That would be sick.
Yeah, you have to pay for subclasses. Wouldn't
So-
surprise me.
For a little bit
Wouldn't surprise me.
a little more Destiny talk, and then I want to ask you a question about another game coming out later this year. But what do you kind of think should change in Destiny? Like what, or for you personally as a player, you individually, or you can talk about just a vague umbrella like group of players, casuals, hardcore, whatever. What do you think are some things that should change, or if they did change, it would be for the better in Destiny 2 that would make you be like, okay, I want to crush this right now? Do you have anything in mind like that comes? Is it Crucible changes? Is it whatever? Like, what do you think?
PvP is just a joke at this point, in my opinion. I feel bad for PC players because the amount of hacking that goes on is just.
I heard it's
absurd.
crazy.
It's stupid. It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's not. It's like unplayable at this point
Jeez.
for them. Console-wise, I mean, it's just like a bunch of idiots running around with shotguns. Like it's like Halo 2 with shoddy snipers, except no one uses the snipers.
It's just shoddy.
Except for like that one tryhard kid, and it's like whatever. That could change, I guess, play style wise. There's always a meta. There's always gonna be a meta with certain guns. I mean, there are certain guns that should be taken out of the game because they just break it no matter what. One thing I would like is it's like a lot of games introduce them, which are pets. I think a chance at a 1 in, make it crazy, like 1 in 1,000 chance.
Just grind the fuck out of something over and over again and try to get a pet.
That is why I like the game RuneScape. Like, I'm not just trying to divert.
No, I was literally, that's where I was in the mood.
It's like
the conversation.
It's like the amount of RNG it takes to get a pet. Imagine grinding Callus, 1,000 kills, and you go over the drop rate. You go like 2,100, dry, and you're just like a meme in the community because like 50 other people got it before you at like 3 KC, which is kill count for any person that doesn't know what that is. But like, say you finally get your Callus pet, like 2,100 over KC, and you get that, you earn it. Like that, it's like something that drives the player to actually do it. It's not a task. It's not a chore. It is your, like, what is it? Determination to get it. Like it's crazy. Like there are pets in RuneScape that people are over 5,000, like over the drop limit. Like this guy is 10,000, almost 11,000 KC, and the pet drops at 1 in 5,000.
So he's done it 6,000 more times than he should have, and he's still grinding. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's awesome. You know what I'm saying? Like that's so fun. Because when you do get it now,
yeah,
it's like you have that whole storyline and everything like that.
Yeah.
Like
and
it means something
like,
while you have it.
Mm-hmm.
That's like me and my
insinuates.
notes. Me and my fucking Destiny 2 notes.
For like this
Everything
orange,
got quiet.
ugly...
Tyler just jumps in. He goes, "That's like me and my nodes," and both of us just looked at.
Bro, not only.
It was just quiet, so he repeated it. That's
only.
like me and my nodes. That's the name of this episode, bro. My nodes.
Not only did Tyler just spend hours and hours for this stupid 40 out of 40 nodes or whatever it was, this emblem is just like an orange sherbet. It is not even like attractive looking. It's ugly.
And let me
But
guess, Tyler
he
wears
wears
that
it
shit
so
with pride.
proud.
Yeah, he just fucking owns that fucking
off.
emblem, bro.
I haven't taken it off.
It's outdated. It's bright orange. It looks like just melted orange sherbet, and it's
Dude,
just.
oh my god! Yeah, no, it's
That's
funny, 'cause
hilarious, man.
You went down the list. You're like determination, like sense of pride. I'm just like, I have
My notes.
My nodes. My nodes.
Except it's not that at all. It's just that was just me being a dumbass with my fucking, just wasting my time and.
Oh,
Wasting.
dude, I needed that
Literally
laugh so
wasting.
bad. That
We'd be
was
playing
so
it.
good.
We'd be
If
playing. I'd be
anyone
like,
here
yo,
plays Destiny, that's listening and is thinking about going for all those 40 sleeper notes, don't do it. Don't do it.
I'd be like, Tyler, can you help me with this Nightfall? And he'd be like, no, I need to find node 38. It's like, dude.
Sounds like a fucking
Seriously?
nightmare.
He's like, I want this emblem, and it's orange and just yuck.
But you know what? I respect you for doing it.
No, I do.
I respect him.
also.
You gotta
because,
respect the man for getting the fucking.
Dude, like I said, I played
getting it
RuneScape.
done.
Listen.
You know?
You cannot disrespect the grind. No matter what the
No.
grind is, you can't disrespect
true.
it. When,
So
listen,
it's
when
true.
the grind calls, you answer that shit.
You pick up.
When the grind calls, you
Yep.
answer.
You don't ignore the
You start
FaceTime.
grinding.
Unless it's
Not at all.
GTA.
Not at all.
But
Listen. And
speaking of grind, Ryan, I have to know, and the people have to know. 2 questions. First question: how many level 99 skills can you have in RuneScape?
23.
How many level 99 skills do you have out of 23 in RuneScape?
10.
I was gonna say 24.
So, yeah, right. He's like
I wish.
23. Dude,
Nah,
you're
dude.
almost halfway there though. There's
Bro,
like
that-
1.5
I'm
more.
taking. I'm
Damn.
taking a break right now. I'm a little
Really?
burnt. So I'm.
You're
Yeah,
burnt
I
out?
I take breaks. I mean, I need to, and I'm at a point in my work right now where I can't focus on it. I also do want to focus on Destiny for a little bit too. I've been,
Cool.
dude.
Like to hear that.
Do you want to guess how many days I have in RuneScape?
How many days
and
played
it-
do we
and,
got?
and I'm telling you right now, these are rookie numbers, so it's not.
You're gonna have to
even
get
like
your
a
numbers
flex.
up. Let me hear it.
Yeah. No. I want you to guess, but
All
it's
right.
over 100.
How
Two-
many days? Is that what you said?
216 days played.
No, it's not that
That's
high.
not that much.
I'm gonna say like 56.
He said it's over
say-
100.
Oh, it is over 100?
Jeez,
Yeah.
bro.
156.
There you go.
It's close though. It's about probably 148.
Almost half of an entire
You wanna-
spin around the sun has been
me
spent
do them.
sitting on
That's crazy.
RuneScape.
That's crazy.
I'll do the math for you real quick. You ready for this? What did
He
I
brought
say?
the calculator out.
148, and then times.
Welcome to the math
What,
hour of
24?
the collab
Yeah.
station.
That's 3,500 hours.
Jeez. You know what is crazy though?
Oof.
In Destiny 1, I remember my last time, because on Xbox One, they used, if you would be away a little, first of all, 3,500 hours is fucking ridiculous in RuneScape
Disgusting.
world. But on Xbox, you used to go away and a side menu would come up and it would just say like whatever game you were playing at the time, it would tell you your total hours. The last one I saw in Destiny 1 was 3,200 hours. That's the last
Dang.
one I remember seeing pop up on my Xbox was Destiny 1, 3,200 hours.
Bro.
And I got into
Are we-
Destiny 1 mad fucking late.
Oh yeah.
I got into it when you guys were max level at the time, and I had to power up, and like everybody did everything now, so I was asking like dumbass questions like, how do you get this exotic gun? And you're like, you fucking dumbass, like that was done 7 months ago, and I was like, can somebody help me do it? No, we already
What's
did
a
it.
Zer?
Yeah, right. Wait,
how do you
what's
say
Zer?
What-
I did ask
what
what
is
Zer
Zer?
was.
Who is Zer? Yeah. Imagine though.
Those were the
I'm
days,
just
though,
saying,
man.
bro. Picture a pet Atheon just following you around the tower.
It'd be sick.
Like just
That would
like
be
just maybe
fucking
like
sick.
Be sick.
you know, just like maybe like its head caps out at like the torso level. Like it
See, I
that
like
would be
that,
dope.
but I think what I think they can easily do that with ghosts, because like right now I feel all the ghosts that come out are pretty much from Eververse and Eververse only.
Ghosts
Like, if
Which
they
is like the
came out
in-game
with,
store,
like-
right?
Yeah, which is pretty much you just buy in game.
IRL monies.
But like, if they made some sick ass ghost shells that you have to go out and grind for, I feel like that would be sick.
Yeah,
Because
and
it's like
no,
kind of the
because-
same thing as a pet, and then you can definitely be like, oh, check this shit out. And shit.
But it's a
Maybe
flat-
make it
dude,
a little
it-
fucking different, but
Ghosts are so useless. They're literally flashlights in the
Yeah.
game, and they offer a 10% XP boost and summoning your sparrow faster. They're absolutely useless. They're, yes, very needed for the lore of Destiny, sure, but would I want one as a pet? No. I would put a nail gun to it and shoot it.
what if it was furry and cute?
Yeah, not into that genre of things either, Tyler, so...
So one thing we like to talk about a lot on this show is because as soon as we started the podcast, kind of next gen consoles started coming up, and little teases here and there. We had the Xbox reveal, PlayStation 5 reveal. All this stuff is coming out. All these new announced titles. All these companies coming forward with their fucking behemoth AAA titles coming out for next gen. Crazy graphics. All this new technology and engines. And something we talk about a lot here is Halo Infinite. And I know you're a big fan of Halo. You were a big fan of the games back in the day. I'm sure you still fuck with Halo. I think, yeah, you crushed Halo Master Chief when it popped back up. I know you played it on Xbox, but as soon as it popped up on PC, I know you were playing a lot. What are you excited for Halo Infinite? Do you have anything that you hope they add? Are you just gonna are you even gonna get it? Like, first, are you getting Xbox or PS5? Is that happening in your brain?
Xbox.
All right, so he's getting Xbox. Yeah, we just have to ask for the people, but. So you're getting Xbox, so you're gonna have access to Halo Infinite. Are you getting it? Are you excited for it? Are you kind of just gonna be like, whatever? What are your takes on that game, and maybe any other next gen Xbox games you're thinking about?
So Halo Infinite is seeming to. I think it's gonna take place like probably pre Halo 3, after Halo 2, because the rings are still intact, and I think after Halo 3, the rings were destroyed. And just like that, I remember in some of the pictures, the Warthog and the Marine style was all very much Halo 2 and Halo 3-esque. So after Halo 4 and Halo 5, which I didn't even touch Halo 5, I pretty much just hated the Halo genre because 343 made it just Power Ranger boys and gave a bunch of weird guns and
Power Ranger
skills.
boys is kind of sick though.
Morphin' time!
Pretty lit.
I won't lie. I mean, Halo 4's multiplayer isn't terrible, but I just don't like having it under the title Halo. It's not.
It was different. If it wasn't labeled a Halo game, it would be a sick fucking multiplayer game.
Sure, but it probably wouldn't have much traction. But regardless, I think Halo Infinite has potential. I just listened to your podcast. I hope to God it's not a BR.
So that's what I wanted to ask. You don't want a Halo BR?
No, I'm not big on BRs to begin with.
Me neither, but
I mean that's just like
now,
it's a fucking.
That is a money maker,
they have
bro.
to have it, yeah.
That is a money maker.
I think it's getting stale. I think a lot of companies are just grasping at this point. Call of Duty's tried twice. Warzone's I feel like is barely holding on.
Bro, Warzone's killing it right now.
Sure.
I actually can't talk shit. I fucking crush Warzone right now.
Oh, I'm sure. But no, I mean, I'm not bashing it.
No, but I get what you mean. 100%.
I don't know. It's just like Fortnite. Fortnite was a fan. Like, it was posted on everyone talked about it. It was like the college thing. Like, everyone's like, oh, you're crushing Fortnite tonight. You know, it was good for 4 or 5 seasons, and then it just got weird and stupid and drama, and it went to garbage. Just like how probably Warzone's going to go. Just like every other Call of Duty. It burns out after like 2 years. But, you know.
It is crazy how that, like, before that came out, it was like such a new concept of like a game.
Yeah, right.
But it wasn't.
Like everybody.
Like H1Z1 was a thing for.
H1 was. Yeah, I never played H1, but apparently that was like the.
I didn't either.
To play.
But H1 was always a thing. Like it's just it's been a genre, but just Fortnite.
It was a niche genre. Yeah, it was definitely a niche genre.
Which turned into fucking mainstream, like.
Crazy, right?
0 to 100 quick, you know?
Like Monopoly, clothing lines, just everything's Fortnite. Nerf gun Fortnites. They got patents with Marvel and stuff like.
Crazy stuff, man.
It's crazy.
I will say, I pray, and I don't think it's going to happen, but next gen, if they don't release Titanfall 3...
I want to talk about Titan... Man, you got all my fucking... Do you have my notes? Do you have my note card over there? Are you looking at it, dude?
They need to remaster. If they don't do Titanfall 3, they need to remaster and re-release and start reproducing maps for Titanfall 2.
I'm right there with you. Right there with you.
Not only would they be able to pull it off because of the fact that they're on the map with Apex, and they're just like, hey, we're dropping this remade version of Titanfall 2. I know for a fact anyone that ever played Titanfall 2 would go back to it.
Count me the
1,000%.
bro.
And if they brought that up to 60 FPS on a next-gen console with field of view, that movement in that game is unmatched by anything. I think that
Titanfall
that
is
game
fucking great.
Dude, I would spend $60 for it. Not even joking.
And the fucking microtransaction. I'm going in the store and buying all the skins.
100%.
All the Titan skins. Give me that shit.
Yep. And on top of all that, I'm gonna be sitting here waiting for you guys to stack up some clips so I can make Rinse Nation montage part
7
That's
years
crazy.
from now.
because that was a lot of fun to make. I had a lot of fun making that shit.
I'll be on my 4th kid by the time I get that montage.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's such a funny joke that like nobody Tyler never gets paid for anything he fucking does with us, and we just fucking yell at him for taking like 6 months to finish it.
I'm gonna fucking drop this right here for everyone and anyone. There are 3 aspects of creative. All right, there's fast, there's speed, there's quality, and then there's cost. All right, if it's fast and if it's expensive, it's gonna take some time. If it doesn't take time and it's cheap, it's gonna be fast, okay? And I already forgot what the third one.
Yeah, I was like, I think you lost everybody trying to follow your.
If it's expensive and it's fast.
You already said that. You already said that.
Well, that's what I fall under. I fall under the very cheap because I do that shit for free, and the quality because I spend the fucking time doing it. But that's the thing; it takes time. If you want those 2 aspects, it's gonna take some fucking time.
T equals
right?
money
so
sign
hop
plus.
Off the dick. Hop off.
Stop breaking everybody's headphones.
Let me do my shit. All right.
You see, that was some built.
Coming out.
You saw that.
Okay.
That was built up, like pent up, fucking years of angst that he just had to get out on the podcast.
Yep.
Fucking, no one gets it. No one gets it.
So, what I will say is, by the time between when I send everything to Tyler,
watch it.
The time starts here. This is the time. I posted about 20 different of my own montages, all the way to
here.
This was back in 2018. This is back in 2000 or forward in 2019.
The whole year.
I posted
change the date.
A ton of my montages.
I do give you that because it was Titanfall, and I just didn't want to edit Titan.
The game, I stopped playing.
Which is such
time I got the montage.
It's such bullshit, bro. Because you said it's Titanfall. I didn't want to edit Titanfall, but you just said you had the most fun editing that Titanfall montage.
I know. Once I got into it, I was just like, I don't know what it was. It was just like, Brian, I don't want to fucking edit your goddamn clips. And then one day. And then one day I was just that bored and had nothing to do. I was like, I'm gonna sit down and edit these fucking. And then
finally,
that's a great montage. I wonder how many.
I think that's some of my best work.
I wonder how many views that montage has stacked up at this point.
That's some of my best work, and I definitely dude, I miss editing that shit. I miss editing that.
I miss Titanfall.
It's just so fun. Dope music, dope clips. Fucking, it's just a completely different style of editing, and I just miss it because I don't do it often. But that was the last montage that I've done, and I fucking love them, dude. Going into like spending a night just getting cinematics with the boys, please, dude.
Cinematics with the boys.
Please. That's all I want. I just want to get some
anybody
cinematics
wants,
with the boys,
man. Dude. That's all anybody wants.
Some cinematics with the boys.
Oh yeah, no, it was good. I mean, I trash Tyler all the time for his what fashionably late, I guess.
It's not fashionably doesn't show up,
but it looked
fashionably doesn't show up. Shows up in a grout fit 6 days later.
6 months.
6 months later. Stop doing that to the camera, bro. We gotta turn your camera off so you stop looking at yourself.
Just replace.
Well, guess what? I got myself on both screens, so I can do this way.
You should just mirror yourself on the post edit. What's up?
I think it's time. I need to address something.
Oh, you came with notes?
I came with notes.
Right,
I got another bullet point.
What's up?
Listen, hold on. Before you go. I mean, if our
we have sponsor? Sponsor? Okay. Manscaped is one of the...
I was going to say, if our first guest is coming misprepared, I think you're setting the bar pretty high for our
I respect that, man.
And I respect it, yeah.
For all guests moving forward, we have to send them this episode and be like him. Do what he does.
Bring your notebook. Bring your notes, baby.
Let's let him talk. What do you got?
I took notes, obviously, in the past couple broadcasts, and there's 2 things that I want to address. Obviously, Star Wars. I finally watched the latest one. Regardless of every spoiler I've known about, it didn't really matter because it's just a fan payoff at this point.
Okay. So this is Star Wars Episode 9 you want to talk about?
Yeah.
What do you got?
I'll be real. everyone bashed on Finn for being a useless character.
Okay.
And I was always just like, well, he's kind of relevant.
All right.
He's doing stuff. Episode 9, he was the most useless
Oh!
He was a tier 3 sub simp, dude. He's just like, Ray, like just constantly simping for Ray, dude.
What's
Like,
wrong with that,
useless.
bro? First of all, you just flipped that because I thought you were gonna be like, in episode 9, he really his character development really impressed me.
Zero.
He's like, this motherfucker is a simp. Like what?
Simp.
Who even
Dude.
Boo!
Dude, he worshipped Ray. And then he doesn't
She's a fucking Jedi.
Oh,
Yeah, I
okay.
would too.
She backflipped and cut a TIE fighter in half. I would
Where's her
fucking simp.
OnlyFans, bro?
I would
Where's her
fucking simp.
OnlyFans?
No, I would not.
Look at
I would
fucking Ray's
not.
OnlyFans, bro. Are you kidding me?
I would not tier 3 sub to Ray. But I know Finn would like tier 5 it with like $100 a month. It was just annoying. It got
What'd
to the
you
point
think
where I was
about
just
the
like,
rest
dude,
of the movie? No,
sick.
don't
It was cool.
It was
sick.
a good movie,
no,
right?
No, legit. Like when those Star Destroyers like raised up into the clouds
my
and stuff.
goodness, dude.
I was like, that is so cool.
Yeah, they crushed it, man. They crushed it.
Look,
Yeah, but like the little Finn simpy boy, just like Ray, like get out of here, dude. Can I touch your lightsaber, Ray? Like get out of here, dude. I hate Finn, like legit.
Well,
after
okay,
that.
wow. You actually have like you really don't like the character.
After that episode, no.
Are there any
It
characters
just-
you do like in that trilogy that really stand out for you?
Obviously the droids, dude. BB-8, and then the little like microphone guy that showed up.
That was
I don't know what it's called.
Taika Waititi, the guy that is actually he's Korg. He's Korg in Thor. And
Oh, no way.
Korg is the best first of all, Korg is the best animated character ever. That guy, he directed Thor, but he also played Korg. And then he played the little microphone guy that popped up, which he kills. He also did something else where he was like an animated character in a real life movie. Like a CG character. I forget what it was, but he kills it, bro. I think he's directing the next Thor film as well, which is super fucking dope.
Yeah, no, he crushed that. I would say character overall though. I don't even remember what his name was, but the pilot guy. He's kind of like a younger Han Solo, I guess. I don't know.
Okay. That's is it Poe?
Poe, yeah,
Poe Dameron?
he was cool. Yeah, it was cool seeing him. A little cameo from Han and Leia, and then also Lando. That was nice, but like I said, it was just a fan payoff at that point.
I didn't mind it. I liked the film a lot. I thought the CG and the fighting was because my favorite thing about bro. And you know what I realized, like people bash on the characters and everything, but I will shout out Disney or whoever fucking wrote that shit in terms of character. Whoever was focused on creating Kylo Ren's character over the trilogy, fucking killed it. Because let me tell you, Star Wars 7 and 8 come out. I was like, first of all, when I was in the movie theater and I saw Kylo Ren come out, full gear, mask, his voice, the red lightsaber with the wrist guards and shit. When I saw all that, I was like, that's like nothing's better to me in Star Wars than Darth Maul, but I was like, that's my number 2 character right there. Like, that is awesome. Then he takes his mask off and he starts talking, and I was like, that's the worst character in the whole fucking series. What the fuck is this? So 7 and 8, when Kylo Ren took his mask off, I hated the character.
really?
But then
I didn't mind that.
But then in episode 9, I was like, this character is fucking amazing. So whether it's Adam Driver's acting or the written character and script and everything, whatever it was, or the combination of the two, I am a huge fucking Kylo Ren fan now after episode 9. Like, they fucking killed it with that. I didn't want anything to do with that character, and then by episode 9, I was like, holy shit, this is one of like the most elaborate and like depth things I've seen in like create. Like, I was like, this is fucking awesome, man. So shout out to that.
So, I was this was way back. I don't know if this was something I wanted to write down and then I forgot and now I just remembered. But this was before like Reddit and stuff like that, like way back in the day, before any type of social medias. There was a website called Halo versus Star Wars, and it was every nerd from genre of Halo to genre of Star Wars, and they would just write posts on who would win an actual war between like Spartans and all their ships against Star Wars and all their ships and Jedis. Dude, the level of detail that went into some of this stuff was insane.
Wow,
So one thing I'll share with you is that lightsabers are more than just lasers. The laser itself is actually shooting through crystals, and that's why they're handcrafted. All the lightsabers and the crystals come out with
Kyber
the blade.
crystals, bro. Come on.
Yeah, yeah.
This guy thinks I don't know about
those
Kyber crystals.
Yeah, I know. Like,
Please.
if you don't know what Kyber crystals are, then you can honestly just stop watching the podcast.
No, don't tell anybody to stop watching the podcast. We got to keep the lights on, bro. You
Anyways.
cannot know about it.
Kyber crystals and all,
Stay here,
and all that
but
jazz.
we're just disappointed in you, right? That's it.
Essentially, they're made to just, deflect projectiles like lasers. Well, one of the arguments was that Halo, they don't use lasers, they're mainly using bullets, and those bullets would actually penetrate the crystals and shatter them, causing the lightsabers to actually break and get loose charge, meaning Master Chief could defeat Jedis because of his weaponry. But then there's the whole space battle thing where the Death Star would most likely destroy a fleet of Spartans.
Just
So,
fuck shit up.
Wipe
yeah.
them out.
Yeah.
That's cool, man.
But,
Wait, that's fucking hilarious, actually.
yeah,
That's cool.
Star Wars versus Halo was like a crazy. It was like a Reddit
Dude, I
page
remember
essentially,
that.
but
Holy shit.
It was a
yeah,
forum.
it was a there you
Online
go,
forum.
Yeah, yeah. So that was a massive rabbit hole that I went down. It was like maybe a 13-year-old or something
Oh,
like
dude,
that.
it's over,
14
bro.
back in the day.
Because in your head, you're like,
Scroll
who
for
would
hours.
win? Who would?
Yeah.
Could Obi-Wan
No, there's-
actually lose to
yeah.
Master Chief? I gotta fucking find this shit out.
Yeah, you gotta find out, yeah.
Shit keeps me up at night.
Yeah, no, dude.
Find
3
myself
a.m.
staring up into,
Yeah, you're just
into my ceiling, just
who would win?
We'll have to find that form
you're
now after
telling-
this.
So you're telling me Master Chief could theoretically defeat
There's also
Obi-Wan
another-
Kenobi?
There's an old school clip of like Master Chief fighting Samus.
That is the greatest
Did I ever
video on
send you
YouTube. Oh, I've seen it.
I do
I've
want to
seen
say,
it. I've seen it.
I never saw that when it was like, I guess, first a thing.
I just saw it
like-
last summer for the first time.
Yeah, same.
sent
same.
it to you, actually, I
Ryan, I
think.
think you sent it to me.
Yeah.
I think you sent it to me, and I was like, I wish I saw this.
If I saw that as a, what was that, 2000? It came out 10 years ago,
Bro.
so 2010.
That was incredible for
The ending?
right now.
Dude, right,
You
yeah,
tell me that thing was
literally.
made 10 years ago?
That was
Holy
on
fuck,
like,
must have
that
been-
was like 2008, 2009
Yeah.
YouTube
Yeah.
it came out, bro. That was like OG
Yeah.
YouTube video.
If anyone
Samus
doesn't know
versus
what we're
Master
talking
Chief.
about, fucking Ryan, like,
Yeah, you just type in like Master Chief versus Samus, and it's like I think 13 years old, but it's essentially someone just animated Samus fighting Master Chief, and then they just start tag teaming a bunch of like elites and stuff, and Covenant and all this
It's
crazy
just a
things.
full-on action, like created
Yeah.
action sequence, and it's fucking
And then
crazy.
I won't spoil the ending, but there's a
it fucks.
There's a crisscross.
kind of
Fucks.
plot twist at the end.
There's a
there.
crisscross.
Fucks.
Yeah, that's OG YouTube days, which is super fucking cool. But
Yeah.
I can't believe
Now-
people used to make that shit, man. What you got? You got anything else? You
Well,
got anything else?
Okay. Well, we're going down this hole. So now
Are we doing this, or do you wanna?
Did
Do you
you
wanna
guys
go through
used
one of
to
your other-
watch?
What?
You guys used to watch the old claymation videos of the little clay dudes fighting each other back on the old YouTube days?
No,
I forget what
I
used to
didn't watch.
back in the day.
I did not
Well,
watch
I-
claymation action on YouTube in 2008. I don't think I
Dude,
could say that
it
I
was
did.
so funny, man. These little clay figures, you'd have to take them picture by picture to make these videos. And they'd like fight with swords and stuff and like cut each other open. The red clay would shoot out. I'm telling you, man. It was
I
a
did not.
wild time.
did
I
not
used to
that.
watch a Lego stop motion guy, Forest
Yeah.
Fire 101, I think.
Yep.
Wow, you
Oh.
remember his name?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, he was.
Legendary.
Okay, so you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Yeah.
Bro, that
I was
kid-
always in this.
Dude, that killed it. Holy shit.
Does he still
Stop
make?
motion?
Does he still make stuff? Probably that was like 14 years
Well,
ago, right?
The
Yeah.
last time I ever saw anything from him was like years ago.
Oh,
This
wow.
was- it must have been like 7 or 8 years ago, but he was saying something that like he signed a deal with something and was like working professionally with like, an
Oh, good
organization or
shit.
something. So
That's awesome.
I kind of want to know what he's up to because fucking.
I'm
bro,
sure
he
you can
was
find it. He
killing
crushed it, huh?
back in the
That's
day.
awesome.
Bro.
It killed
Yeah,
it. I was
well,
a big
speaking-
fan of shit.
Speaking of like the single like human creators, dude, what about that one video I sent y'all? Those like weird Master Chief dudes, and those like titanium armor suits.
Was it the fucking?
Dude!
Was it the
Dude!
Warhammer fucking fan film?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I never even heard of. I had to
Oh.
look at what Warhammer
Bro.
40,000. What is it? Warhammer?
Warhammer 4000.
4,000,
Or Warhammer 4K
something.
or something like, or 50.
It's
I don't
it's
remember.
it's like an old like strategy board game or something.
Yeah.
It is a board game,
Yeah.
right? But apparently
But
the
the
lore,
lore-
yeah, apparently the lore just
yeah.
goes into like
insane. I
And it was
watched
a
like,
board game.
and it was a board game.
I think it's called Astartes.
Yeah.
AST.
Just look up
Yes.
Warhammer. Look up Warhammer
ha-
fan film. It's like
it's-
9 parts. It's so good.
No, not even. It's only like 5, but and they're all like the first 4 are like a minute, not even, and
Yeah.
then the last one is like 11 or 12.
Dude, that was unbelievable.
Ryan, when
One
you
person.
sent me that shit, I think I was watching that at like 2:30, 3 o'clock in the morning. I was fucking glued to my computer.
Bro.
My
dude,
mouth,
like,
my jaw was literally on the floor.
dude, I'm telling you, I watched that, and I just went down this massive Warhammer 40K like rabbit hole. I looked up their hour-long videos of the lore behind that game. It's I don't know why it's not filmed or made into a show.
Yeah.
Because behind that stuff, dude, there is so much to unpack, and it's actually sick.
I know it's a
that-
game
yeah.
too now. There's like some strategy
Yeah, but
game that people play
it's-
online.
It's like a Dollar General version of Gears of War. I saw gameplay. It's
Dude,
not
I
great.
didn't even. I mean, yeah, the fucking.
Dollar General.
There's so much lore behind that shit, and like I didn't even know a fucking thing that was happening
Yeah.
in that video that you sent me. Not a single word was spoken in that entire thing, but I was fucking glued.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
that
the action was crazy in that shit.
I had
though.
no idea what was going on, but I was like, I don't give a fuck. This is sick.
Yeah.
Dude.
Warhammer was cool.
All right.
Sick.
Here's my big one.
You got a big one?
So, yeah, so you guys talked about 4D movies. Now, I remember as a
We
kid,
did.
Come on.
I remember that. Yeah,
I
that was
remem-
a few episodes
yeah.
back.
I remember as a kid, I went to Disneyland and I went and saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in 4D. Now,
What the fuck
Yeah.
did you just say?
Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, dude. Have you guys not seen that movie?
No,
I've seen it, but like,
Okay.
first of all,
So, dude,
I didn't even.
So,
I barely remember talking about 4D movie theater experience on the podcast, and you're just like, so I went to Disneyland and saw Honey, I Shrunk the Kids in 4D.
Yeah.
What are you supposed to respond to that fucking sentence?
oh, dude, okay, I'm telling you. So, like, there are scenes where, like, you know, they get shrunk, obviously.
Thank
so your
you.
chair, like, vibrates with the.
And
with
you
the
actually
chair.
shrink.
Yeah, and so when the mice like would run by, the floor vibrated like mice running through your feet or whatever.
Oh, fuck off. Fuck
and then
off.
like when there's like a spray of a hose, like a little puff of like water would shoot on the back of your neck, and like the chair, everything. And then you guys started talking about 4D gaming. Now, there's something that needs to be talked about in 4D gaming that you guys didn't address that could be potentially catastrophic towards it.
Listen, man, we'll just have you
Wait.
sign an NDA after this.
Catastrophic
Yeah.
to like the 4D experience, like it would ruin
Well-
4D,
well-
or what's catastrophic?
You guys said like in 4D, if you die in the game, you die, correct? Okay. Well, that's not the issue. That's fine. That adds drive, and you know, to experience 4D, you have to experience the game. So obviously, you get killed in the game, you're dead in real life. And so in my mind, I've created. You're basically in this like pill-shaped capsule, and you kind of close in. You get like a control or something like that. So you're completely enveloped in a 4D gaming experience. So you're kind of like either laying down or vertical or sitting, depending on the game you're playing. So it's just more captivating. Obviously, if you die, the capsule kills you in that way. Now, here's the fun part.
How is any of this fun?
You guys made it sound fun. So, you know, you guys made it sound a lot of fun when you guys talked about it. Here's the thing. After 4D gaming has been out for a couple years, you're going to have some hardcore players. They're going to be like, yeah, it's too easy. I've beaten Dark Souls 5 times without dying. It's not fun anymore. I need a challenge. I need a skill challenge.
Okay, so we're talking top tier upgrades
Yeah.
to this.
IRL,
But-
I'm Iron Man challenge.
Now, so you're basically playing, and you know, 4D gaming tweets out cross play is now available. So you're like, dude, now I can play with my friends. So you squad up with your friends, but like, you don't want to tell them you're 4D gaming because that's like, you know, it's kind of weird. You're kind of like almost suicidal. At
But
that
you're
point.
actually
playing with
in there talking to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
okay.
you're playing. So, you know, you squad up with your raid team. It's you and 5 other people, your boys, you know, whatever. And you're like, yo, let's go raiding. So you're playing in 4D with your friends raiding. So it's a lot more stressful. Like you're really teamwork, but they don't know you're playing 4D. And so, you know, when you don't want to die. But what if you're like at Oryx or something, someone messes up the jump puzzle and they're just like, all right guys, wipe. And you're just like,
You got a
you're
team
just
like
Yeah, you're standing there, you're like, nah, I don't think we should wipe, man. Let's actually try to win this, guys.
you got a
your
team
teammates team starts jumping off one by one. You're trying to run over and res them. Like, guys, please
No,
stop.
no,
You're like,
seriously, we should try to win this part and not just reset. I'm serious.
When you guys talked about that, dude, I was doing the dishes thinking about that. Just like someone screaming into their mic, like bloody murder, like please pick
Don't
me up.
wipe.
Like,
Res me, res me.
and then like your friend comes over and starts like emoting on you or whatever, just like dancing as your countdown slowly
He's
ticking
doing the
to
Fortnite
your
fucking
final
dance on you. Like you're just laying there.
flossing.
In 4D, your capsule is like slow, like 10,
Just crushing.
9,
Yeah.
8.
You're screaming. They're just like, dude, it's a joke.
Yeah, you.
And then
you
like they
fucking lose to the
start
final
rezzing you.
boss.
It's like it's getting to like 90, and then they stop and start laughing and teabagging you again.
Oh my god!
Just something like that. But
Wow.
Fuck that. Fuck that. Honestly, if I'm being honest, that sounds like something that would happen to me right like my first 4D gaming experience. I feel like that's something.
Guys, I'm so excited to play right now. Oof, let's get it. Raid night with the boys. Let's jump into our 4D experience pod and fucking get crushed because we lost to the final boss and they want to wipe.
Somebody want to fucking hype.
They want to teabag my ghost in Destiny.
it's just like you got to think about all the other like you're like, man, I just want to play like an old school game where the NPCs are pretty garbage, and like say you're just at like the last boss with like your NPC buddy and like they get stuck on a rock trying to run
and
over
they're
to
just
rescue.
running in place and you just look at it like, dude.
You just realize you're dead.
Yeah, you
Like,
try to
you're just-
push
your
through
capsule,
them, but
your
like
capsule
their
just
avatars, so like you just go like whoosh, right through.
Oh wait, now here's the thing. When you get revived, you get resuscitated in the capsule.
yeah. So it instantly just defibrillators you just
So
blows you.
you're, dude, imagine putting the human body through a Call of Duty team deathmatch. Imagine putting the human body through that shit. Not only are you getting
Bro.
shot, but you're getting fucking brought back.
There's proximity chat, and it's like this motherfucking camper in the back hasn't fucking moved, and you're sitting there like fucking shitting your pants.
If you go out there, you're gonna die, dude. I'm thinking
The
right now
second
like
you run out, it's a random like grenade or a martyrdom from some fucking
thinking-
player.
Bro,
Dude.
I'm picturing like you playing Trials, and you just like you're running up, and like you're like really adrenaline up, and then all of a sudden you just get domed, and so you just die right there. But then your teammate brings you back up and doesn't slide push you. You get like brought back up, and then you just get domed.
Get rezzed and the sniper's still looking. Bro, just think like, what if you're fucking running and a Titan smashes on you? Like, what are you supposed to do, bro? You get golden gunned.
Bro, crossplay would end the 4D gaming experience, bro. I'm telling you.
That's crazy that you
Dude,
thought about that.
fucking res sniping, just being brought back. Like, dude, oh my god. You're alive for like a split second and you're dead again.
Dude, the way you just went.
Bro,
Holy
I'm just picturing like the capsule just going like this, and then just right back up again. Just
Holy shit, bro. Yeah, 4D
God.
gaming
Oh,
should
jeez,
not
dude.
be allowed.
it should not.
That
be allowed.
is so. I can't believe
Especially-
your brain even went there, bro.
Dude, crossplay. I'm telling you, crossplay with 4D gaming would most definitely ruin it.
I can't believe you thought about that.
Bro, just
That is
imagine
so
going
funny,
through
bro.
that shit. Oh.
That is so fucking funny. Do you think we'll get some kind of like super intense fucking VR gaming in the near
I
future?
mean,
No.
I
Well,
don't know.
maybe.
But listen, just like I said, you walk into that 4D experience, you come out a changed person.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
you don't come out of it.
You don't.
Or you fucking don't. Actually, there
don't.
was, didn't they make a
just
movie
die.
like that? Well, oh, fucking Gamer. Bro, did you ever see Gamer?
Oh, I did. Yeah, with Gerard Butler.
Hell yeah, bro. That shit was
Yeah,
I
fucking
saw that, yeah.
crazy,
Yo.
bro.
Yeah.
That shit was instead. There was like, I think the story of it was like prisoners could opt to be in the program, and like there was
Yeah.
super rich. This is crazy. Hold on, that shit came out a while ago before
Wait,
streaming
who
and
was?
shit.
Yeah, who was the main bad guy?
The
What's the
person-
main
so-
bad guy?
The person that controls. So if you're a prisoner or something like that, you can opt into the gaming program where essentially you're the avatar, like a Call of Duty. Like imagine you're sitting
Yeah.
on your computer playing Call of Duty. Only the person that you're controlling is a real person in real life. And like,
Yeah.
and then the person that was controlling Gerard Butler's character, like he was nasty at the game, so he was huge on the internet. Like his clips would go viral and shit like that. Like he was nasty, but he was controlling Gerard Butler, who's a human, and it was like, holy fuck, like dude, thinking about it, like that was fucking insane, bro.
Yeah.
It was really dark though. That movie got fucked. It makes me uncomfortable.
I wish they made that movie like nowadays.
If they made it now, it would be
sick.
crazy. That shit was.
I feel like that movie came a little too.
It was before its
too ahead
time
of itself.
because they had like this kid, like super megastar, like streamer kid, and like Twitch wasn't a thing yet. People really weren't fucking with YouTube gamers yet.
That movie would have hit so different.
That would have banged, yeah.
If it was like nowadays. Because dude, even the whole like that movie had a whole like open world like free roam aspect.
You remember the GTA area, which they made it
Yeah.
super like highly sexualized and really creepy and weird, but like, but it was insane.
I just thought of another thing. A 4D gaming, 100-person Fortnite tournament. Where everyone, it's like a gladiator ring.
How do you
just have like 100?
How do you
just
build?
have 100. I don't know. You have 100. You have 100 capsules in the middle of this circle, and anytime any of them dies, you just watch them just, and like.
That's like some Hunger Games like shit, bro. That's some actual Hunger Games shit.
You go there to see your favorite streamer, and he's like, it's just like he's like flying down on his stupid umbrella or whatever, and just gets domed in this capsule, just.
It's so dark.
His cannon goes off.
What's scary is A, that's some Hunger Games shit. B, that's some Gamer the movie shit. But C, I would not be fucking surprised if, because all these like Altered Carbon and like all these super futuristic shows, all of the like super rich peoples and these like dystopian future shows, all the super rich people, their form of entertainment is like gladiator shit. You know what I'm saying? Like pitting humans against each other.
Because there's nothing else to do when you got that much money. It's
I
like,
wouldn't. Yeah, they're in their floating. They're in their floating car.
Kill each other.
They're in their floating fucking houses in the clouds and like the stratosphere and shit like that. Like they have nothing else to do but just watch fucking people fight to the death.
Yeah.
There's literally nothing else to buy but just to cause chaos. Like, hey,
It's crazy and but super trippy. Super trippy. That like who fucking knows, man? Like that shit. Don't even put me down that conspiracy theory hole, but that's completely fucking. I mean, it's happened in human history, about gladiators and shit like that. Like we've literally, it's already happened. You know what I'm saying? UFC, which I love to watch, is one step away from being that.
Now, here's the thing: will there be custom skins?
Yeah.
Will there be custom 100% microtransactions?
Imagine
custom
UFC
capsules.
but with custom skins.
No, custom capsules, dude.
Fucking Spider-Man comes in. Spider-Man comes into the cage and shit. He's got a fucking mace.
Yo, UFC, bro. If you need ideas, bro, custom skins, dude.
Open a store, bro. $4.99 for some COD points. Like easy, bro. Easy.
Get some fucking custom skins in the just fucking in all sports in general.
That is so fucking funny, man. Oh my goodness.
Holy shit.
That got dark for a little bit in there. That got dark.
Hold on. It's about to get worse. So.
Oh no. All right, thanks for watching episode 11, season 2, episode 2. Ryan, it was a pleasure having you on, brother. Tyler's done, bro.
I want to
Let's go.
I got one more.
Let's go.
I got one more. It's not that bad, but like this is what Tyler and I were talking about the other day. We can probably end on all this note, but basically, we were talking about, imagine being a newscaster in the middle of like an alien apocalypse, and so you're just sitting there waiting for your little reporter to go out there. And he's just like, yeah, it's raining pretty hard by the ocean, and then this massive spider crab just comes out of nowhere, annihilates him, and you're just sitting there like, okay, well, over to Stacy for the weather. And he's just like, meanwhile, his audio's on, and he's just screaming, and like you hear this monster screeching in the back.
The crunch of his fucking bones.
And Stacy,
and thanks, Jim. Appreciate it. All right, sports with Janice.
The stadium's getting invaded.
Shit.
Football players are just getting sliced.
So when you first said that,
crabs.
in my brain, I was, so you know how the newscaster is always standing with the microphone and like all the chaos is happening behind her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm picturing like the newscaster just saying in downtown New York, talking about, yeah, it's really intense down here. A lot of casualties, a lot of buildings come, and then behind her you just hear like a city in chaos. You see the War of the Worlds, aliens laser beaming and vaporizing people, and she's just standing there, just talking to the camera, bro, and everything.
Well, no, and then she gets hit, and then the newscast. No, but then the newscasters who just never show emotion, they're just like, okay, yeah.
And there's the delay though. So they're like,
yeah. Okay.
And thank you, Stacy.
Okay, thank you, Stacy. All right, over to Jim for the. They don't even care.
Dude,
I'm don't even care.
The end of like just like you said, the end of the world is behind you, and he's just like, yeah, I mean it could be a little warmer out. I mean, it's fucking
temperatures are reaching a high of 71 degrees today with a 20% allergy warning.
Like, oh, thanks, Bob. Yeah, we're out here on the scene. You know, we're just doing it. You know, we're just living the moment here. Traffic's not that bad. Weather is pretty nice out here, especially in the shade. There's fucking people dying behind them.
There's the highway 46 is a little backed up because it seems to be a giant alien corpse taking up 3 lanes. So be sure to travel a little bit earlier and account for that.
I'm just picturing like it's just like you have this reporter there. They're just talking like about it. And the people, on the other side, miles away from everything happening, they just don't care. They're just there. And then all of a sudden, like, she's just like, yeah, it's getting a little, shaky out here. And then all of a sudden, like, a crab claw just comes, annihilates half of her body. And, like, the cameraman, knocks over the camera, and you see him running off the distance. And the people are just sitting there like, well, okay, back to you, Tom, over here. And
the camera's on the street, so you just see, like, half her body, like, bleeding on the fucking street.
Like you see the cameraman running down the street and get picked off by a baby one.
Cracked on the lens.
Yeah. And they're just like, okay.
It has to start off in the studio. It's like, all right, and we're gonna bring you over to Bob, who's currently downtown. Bob, how are we looking down there? And it just cut straight to him getting ripped apart in half the second it cuts to him. And then it's like, okay, thanks for that, Bob. Appreciate it. Now sports with Tom.
Now to our traffic. And it's like this guy in a helicopter. They're getting like grabbed by the tentacles and stuff. Like wraps around it. His suction cups are all over his face. All right, well, guys, I don't know. I guess we have to go to sports now.
It seems like our traffic copters have some streaming delays and difficulties.
Some technical difficulties here, folks. We're going to be tightening that up very shortly. Please bear with us.
You like in the back, they have the background of the city behind them, and you see the helicopter spinning out of control with the massive octopus on it, like.
Oh like my god, yo! That is easily the best thing somebody's ever fucking said on this show.
Dude,
sketch.
I was just thinking we should fucking we have to make that sketch, bro.
Or like, you guys have seen A Quiet Place, right?
Oh
where,
my gosh!
You know the scene where like the little kid just gets tanked by the spider crab. Like that's what I'm thinking. Like literally, like they just cut to them, they're just standing there like this, and they're just like, and then poof, just gone. Like they're just like, well, okay.
Holy fuck, dude. Well, in a not so funny way, that actually happened in you guys have seen Day After Tomorrow, right?
Oh yeah, the sign,
the stop sign just fucking nails that fucking reporter. Yo, that was fucking I think what made me lose my shit is just the delay and them at the studio going, okay, thank you very much for that. Like, that is so fucking good because that's exactly what would happen.
Great, thanks, Tom. Great, thanks, Tom.
Holy
like meanwhile
shit.
you still hear his mic just muffled in the background, the screaming and like the sounds of it being eaten, just...
Dude, they have to like do a wise ass like joke. It's like, I wouldn't want to be down there either, Tom. Thanks for that. Like some fucking wise ass.
It seems like Tom's time was cut in half, so we're gonna be going over to sports. His fucking legs are just standing there, bro.
Like, am I watching this live right now? What am I watching?
He just like, it's just like he gets like smacked by a claw, and he's just like, well, that gotta hurt. All right.
In other news, the Astros have won the World Series, so we're gonna.
Speaking of things that get cut short, our new. Just like these dumb dad jokes about someone.
Holy
just
shit,
like,
bro!
It's just like he gets like plowed. And you're just like, well.
Oh my god!
It's just, jeez, dude.
Dude, that fucking had me, yo.
That was wrong with us.
No, that was the
Yeah.
dude. That's a
wrong
fuck.
with
We
that.
have to make that. We have to make that sketch. We have to fucking find like some kind of CG art or some kind of like CG computer
I was
person.
gonna say no. I'm just gonna wait for this to blow up and then just.
And
have
we'll
someone
have
go back
someone
and
do it.
animate.
All of the
Yeah,
dope
dude,
parts.
that just-
I would
oh
love
my
to see
gosh.
that. That'd be funny as fuck.
I can't get the image out of my head, dude. It'd just be so funny.
The reporter standing in front of the camera with the fucking
Yeah,
War
just
of
getting-
the Worlds scene happening behind them is so
And then they
fucking
just get
funny.
nailed. But then, yeah, them just
Vaporized.
getting smacked. Yeah. Just like, well, I've seen you must have had better days after that one, right, Chom? Okay. It's like not even a care. Just dad jokes.
That's what makes it so funny. Like they don't give a fuck, bro.
Yeah, they just zero care.
They are just numb to everything. They just read what's on that teleprompter and they don't even think about it, bro.
Yeah.
It
no.
is so fucking good, man. Holy shit.
Oh, dude.
It went really dark with the
kill.
4D experience, but I'm glad we tied it up into that news. What do we even call that bit? Fucking apocalypse newscast. That's gotta be the name
Apocalypse
of the episode.
newscast.
I want to name the episode Tyler's Nodes, but it might be Apocalypse
Yeah,
Newscast.
apocalypse newscast. Or just like, well, I don't want to well, I guess we could, but just like, it could be like, now you got me thinking more, dude.
Well, let's
Because
go.
now
Just fucking keep going, bro.
All
Let's
right,
hear
flip it. Picture like hardcore newscasters, like the most like versatile, like veteran people, and they just get put in like these monster situations. The whole time they're just staring at the camera while fighting off like massive wasps or something. They're just like, yeah, Tom, it's just like they're just shooting it. Yeah, it's like there's a guy running up behind them. He just doesn't even look, shoots him like just. These most hardcore
While he's
people
talking, he's like, yeah, so there's a lot of things going on down here, a lot of crazy creatures.
just fighting people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot
they're
of creatures. We don't
ready
really
for
know
it.
what they are. I think you have to aim for the head, and then maybe you'll be able
Yep.
to take them out.
Guys, there's an accident on Route 9 today, and we're gonna fucking find out why. Sorry about that,
Yeah,
guys.
it's like some zombie apocalypse shit, right? Like
It's just
it's
like-
not too much of the zombies, so like TV and like internet still works, so they can do the newscast, and they're fucking like fighting the
Yeah, or
zombies.
there's like someone trapped under a car and he just keeps staring at the camera, walking over, just picks it up with one hand, tosses it. Just like, yeah, and the wreckage down here is a little rough, and just, it's whatever.
Superhuman newscasters.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, they just have superhuman strength. They're just like, nah. You just see them fly down the street. Just knock it on my face.
That is
Just
good, man.
hardcore,
I don't know
dude.
why, but the newscaster is so fucking funny. You could do anything with that, and it's so fucking funny, bro.
Oh yeah.
Jeez.
The whole like 7-minute mic pause where they're just like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay, back to you, Tom.
I think we
Oh
lost.
no! You know what? What did it get enough?
did we-
What did it get enough?
I think we
love?
lost him.
Yeah, I think we lost him, but we'll try
Oh,
to
no,
get
I
his
got
mic.
you. I got you. Okay. Oh no, that's
Just wait, turn it. Wait, hold on.
Help me!
Just getting slaughtered out there. Oh no, he's just dying still.
What had me though, which we didn't give enough credit to, was how they have the live video of the city behind them when they're sitting at their desk, but you just see the helicopter
Yeah.
with the tentacle attached to it in the background. It seems
Oh, yeah.
like we can't seem to get contact with our AccuHelicopter helicopter forecast, and they're just fucking spinning behind them, bro.
Spinning out of
fucking
control.
getting wiped into the ocean by the giant kraken and shit. Like, dude, oh my gosh, man, that is fucking great.
Man.
So let's see
Apocalypse.
if the apocalypse happens, man, and fucking giant creatures come take over the world. We'll see if the newscasters are holding strong out there. They would, bro.
Apocalypse newscast.
They would, bro. They would. They're committed. They're committed to getting you the news that you
Listen,
need to
man,
fucking
that's,
see, man.
That's their time to shine, dude, and you can't
Yeah.
fuck with that. You
No,
can't get in the way
I
of
mean-
that, you know?
A giant kraken or a giant alien spaceship vaporizing people might get in the way, but it's gonna take a lot. It's gonna take a lot.
It's got to be like some type of like alien, like spider crab squid, just like disgusting.
What would
like,
win?
Horrendous.
What would win? Us or aliens?
Aliens, 100%.
Oh,
dude.
aliens. Yeah,
Aliens. I heard that. I was listening to a
chance. If they
podcast and
can-
they were getting conspiracy-esque, and they were talking about
No.
what would win, aliens or humans.
We wouldn't stand a chance.
Aliens.
If they can get
yeah.
here, then we literally.
Yeah, if they can get here,
They're
they're
already-
already
Yeah, they already won.
Yeah, they
I was
already
actually
won.
thinking about that. I was like, that fight is whoever finds who first. You know,
Listen,
like
listen.
whoever
Legit.
finds the other one first
Yeah.
wins because it's
Hey,
over.
listen, if it ever happens in real life, if we wake up one day and there's a UFO hovering above a city or whatever,
It's over.
just know it's over.
You're not
You
doing
lost.
anything, bro.
You lost.
You can
Yeah,
call
but-
Will Smith. He could go Independence Day, but other than that, you don't
lost.
have a hope,
It's
bro.
It's over.
The
Yeah,
second
no.
we see anything, done. It's
See ya. Just
done.
put me out,
Over.
coach. No.
Start looting. You know what I'm saying?
Have you guys ever seen? Start looting. Jeez. Have you guys ever seen any type of UFO or anything like that in your time that you think you've seen, or any weird phenomena like that?
No, but
Just
I want
shooting
to so
stars.
bad.
Nothing.
I want to see
Yeah.
one.
No. Nothing crazy.
What's crazy about that is I actually saw some wild, like I love UFO shit and stuff like that. Ancient Aliens I used to crush all day and stuff. One thing I actually heard about, so this might be cool to you guys. I don't know if you fuck with UFO shit like that, but so if I'm not mistaken, like a lot of alien reports and alien quote unquote contact started happening in the 1940s. And before that, there really is no alien stuff. If I'm not mistaken, like actual reports and like cameras and stuff like that, because cameras are coming out and stuff. So all this is happening in big in 1940, and people were like, "Why? Like, why did the reports start in 1940? What happened all of the other 1900, 2 million fucking years of human beings? Like, what the not 2 million, but you get what I'm saying? Like, what happened to?
Yeah.
Why is there nothing from that other than like maybe writings on like walls and shit like that in Egypt or like whatever? Why are there no actual sightings and reports or whatever?" And apparently, we made the aliens interested in us because all that started happening after the U.S. dropped atomic bombs and shit like that. So people are saying, and then like Chernobyl and all this stuff is happening, like big radiation, like crazy things, right? Like
Yeah.
atomic, like things of atomic nature, like. So apparently the aliens were like, "Yo, what the fuck?" So they got they're like, whatever it is, whether the radiation like seeped to them, they're like, "What the fuck is that?" Or, but apparently ever since like atomic science happened, that's when aliens started coming in. Like people are, and like they're really, really like apparently all around where atom bombs and like where atomic test sites and shit. That's where all of it, like a lot of alien activity is, like nuclear test
Yeah.
sites and like near nuclear waste areas and shit. That's where a lot of alien, I guess, reports happen. So when I heard that, I was like, dude, what the fuck? Like, for some reason, that's what blew my mind. I was like, obviously there's aliens and shit like that. Like, they've definitely been here, but why? When I heard that, like, we brought them here because they're interested in, like, nuclear fucking whatever that shit is, whatever they're doing, like, having two atoms smack into each other. If that's what drove them here, that's fucking insane to me, bro. That is so
Have you
fucking
guys
insane.
heard? Have you guys heard of that Age of War game?
You mean Age of
Have you heard of that
Empires?
Age of War game?
Age of War?
Yeah, Age of War, where there's like you start off with cavemen, and then you set them off, and you have to try and kill the other
Oh,
base,
wait,
and then you end up like
wait.
evolving over time, like you get
Isn't
Yeah.
that like Civilization Revolution or whatever?
yeah, something like that.
Wasn't
the
that
aliens,
like armor games?
dude? The aliens are just playing a massive game, and we are the people,
pawns.
you know.
Oh,
We're the
so
people.
we're their game.
Yeah, because like they sent out all the cavemen, and and then. Because obviously, once you're at that part, you don't have to really pay attention to it, because they'll just do their own thing. But yeah, once we started dropping atomic bombs and shit, they piqued our interest. They came back and they were like, "Oh, let's go check on them real quick." I forgot where we were.
So
They're on that stage. Okay.
So
They're on
you
that
think
stage.
it's like some Scooby Doo and Cyber Chase shit
Oh,
where
it's a
they're
game,
going
bro.
into the fucking game and going
game,
through the
bro.
levels.
the game, bro?
Ryan, what are your thoughts
just-
on it? Are there aliens? Have they been here? And any reason why you think they would be here?
Dude, space is so stupidly massive.
Yep. Earth
Yes.
is a side project,
No-
bro.
Yes.
No way that there's not something else.
There's
out
gotta be,
No
bro.
way.
We are a side
Now, have they
project.
been here?
100%.
I don't know. They might have been here, sure. I mean, there's some weird footage for sure. But
I
to
do
say,
like to think that there are other versions of us doing exactly
Oh.
what we're doing
Like
right
parallel
now.
somebody's been
universes.
watching
But on
Dark.
their end,
Somebody's
just
been
doing the
watching
same
Dark.
shit. They're on season 2, episode 2 of their podcast as well.
Yeah, sitting in the
Talking about
same
the same
room,
shit.
same everything.
So like a different dimension. There's the difference between universes and dimensions.
No, I think he's saying because there's an infinite amount of universi, that since there is an unlimited amount of universe, that means that anything is possible in an unlimited infinity universe, meaning infinite possibilities, and that just goes on forever. So eventually, us sitting in the same room at the same time on the same podcast talking about the same thing, theoretically can and should be happening because there's an infinite amount of possibilities. Like, it never fucking ends. You know what I'm saying?
And right now they are talking and thinking the same shit. So right now I am the closest I've ever been to communicating with another version of myself. I just can't break that last barricade.
Yeah,
but I know because I'm saying exactly this shit on way over there. You know, we're saying the same shit right now. So just know that by me thinking that I'm having this conversation with someone and he's thinking that same thing, we're that close to be able to communicate with myself, dude.
This podcast is going very, very bad.
We've never gone over the hour and 10-minute mark, so we don't really know what to do now. So
We should have stopped at an hour.
Ryan, it was fucking awesome having you on the show. You are our first guest.
We're doing this again.
We're
doing this again.
Oh, 110%. We're going to have the freaking Daddy Shacks trilogy on this podcast. We have to have you back, bro. Seriously, I think, again, I speak for me and Tyler when I say it was fucking awesome having you here. Thank you for taking up like 2 hours of your time to sit down and talk with us and hang out, be on the show.
Total pleasure.
We fucking appreciate it. I'm sure your community is going to be super hyped to see you in front of the camera, get to learn a little bit more about you. One last thing before... What do you got?
Oh, well, no, if it's the same community I have, I'll post about it and say, who wants to see this? And like 70 people will be like, yeah, let's go watch it. And then like maybe 1.5.
Hey, man, listen, if you get 1.5 fans to come through, 1.5 community members to come through and check you out, you did your job, man. You did your job. But seriously, thank you so much for coming through. Where can they find you? On Twitch, Twitter, your Instagram will be up the whole time. Nice. He knows the point. He knows the Instagram fucking plug point and the show. Awesome. But so Instagram.com/DaddyShacks. You got a Twitter as well, which I believe is Daddy_Shacks.
Correct.
And then your Twitch username is
Ryan's Wood.
Is there any underscores or anything in that, or is it just Ryan's Wood?
Yeah, between the S and the Wood.
So Ryan_Wood. We can find you on Twitch there. Daddy Shacks on Instagram. Dude, seriously, it was fucking awesome having you here. I can't wait for the next time you're on. I wish you nothing but the best. Tyler,
gang, Tyler.
Roll us out, please.
Guys, again, I just want to reiterate, Ryan, thanks for chilling with us. You know, thanks for hanging out with us at the collaboration station. To all future guests, this man has held a pretty high standard. The bar is very high. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, thanks for setting that bar. Thanks for chilling with us. You just watched episode 11.
But technically season 2, episode 2.
Episode 2.
Simping for Ray, boys.
Thanks for fucking with us, because we're fucking with you.
Later!